Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're headed over to Greece. Not for Varathron, not for Rotting Christ, not for Samael, if they're from Greece. I can't even remember. Oh no, we're not looking at black metal today. We're looking at brutal death metal, and it comes in the form of Terrordrome and their album Vehement Convulsion. Now, I got sent this album years ago, back in 2008, to review when I had an old MySpace page called Pronouncing Metal Reviews. Oh yeah, I think it was Peter who sent me this, and I think I got this literally maybe a week before it came out. I was really pleased with it. I was like, at the time I was like 19, maybe 20, and I was like, look at a band sending me an album. And this is the first time a band sent me a physical record. And I have to say, it's fantastic. I mean, it's not got much to offer in the booklet. You've got a handful of like random lyrics there, I think. And then you've got like a little bit of artwork, cheers and thank yous, members and stuff. Oh, I sneezed. But look at that, Choo Choo Train. I like the artwork on this. It's weird. I mean, it's got like the blood gutter thing going on there. It's got all these like carvings and shit. It's got the train coming out the tunnel, piles of bones and shit. So yeah, really strange artwork, but I really like it. It's got some sort of weird kind of abstract, surreal kind of dark feel going on. I don't know, it's nice. It's a bit different, you know. Particularly at the time, like in 2008. Like everybody was just like, let's copy Devourment's artwork and just go mental. And yeah, you know. But these guys being different is always nice. And also musically, very cool as well, because I'm not saying it sounds like any of these bands, but if you like things like, you know, In Veracity, the good stuff, Circle of Perversion sort of stuff, early severe torture, Devourment, maybe even say Suffocation, then this will be right up your alley. Like I say, it doesn't sound like it's copying any of those bands or anything, but if you're into them, this will fit really nicely in the collection. They've got 29 minutes there with 11 tracks, and they're all brilliant. They've got nice little technical parts here and there, but it's not too technical to the point where it's like guitar wankering. It's like, oh, brilliant. Yeah, what else can you do if I throw a biscuit at you? You fucking mug. But you know, but it's got the heavy riffs, it's got the groove. It's all guttural sort of vocals, but you've got a few guests on here. You know, you've got let's have a look. You've got, well, without looking, you've got Tom Bradfield on the track Dispute the Throne. Tom Bradfield, he runs Grind Ethic Records and is also in one of my favourite bands, Twitch of the Death Nerve, from here in England. One of my fellow countrymen. Oh yes, big fan of theirs. You've also got, what's his name now? It does say here. Oh yeah, that's it. George Harrisopoulos. He's a illustrator. He does like cover art, but mainly like logos and stuff. But he does guest vocals on the song Infected Fornication, Inception of Carnal Enslavement. Fucking mouthful that, isn't it? Poor George. And I think that's the only musical output he's even put out. I metal archived him just ready for this video, and as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember this now. He was like this, maybe he was just a mate and just did it for a laugh or something. I don't know, but really cool. But then you've also got George Bokos on here doing a guest guitar solo on Rivalda Vajari, and he's from like, he does like some live stuff with Rotting Christ, but he was also in Obsecration, if you guys remember them. But absolutely stunning record from start to finish. Really good fun. Got a nice back there. Look at the Grind Ethic Records. Oh yeah, great label. Very underrated label. You got the old your bog standard CD there with the Choo Choo on it. Oh yeah. So if you've got Asperger's, this is the album for you, because like me with Asperger's, we all know trains are cool. And you got these guys. Look at them. Oh yeah. And when I say Asperger's, I mean I didn't self-diagnose from a meme I saw somewhere so I could give myself some sort of quirky personality trait online. No. Aaron's got the proper fucking diagnoses from like fucking 30 years ago. Back before autism was cool and we didn't use it to erase all accountability. But anyway, that little rant over. I fucking hate the internet. sometimes. But Terrordrome from Greece, really, really, really worth checking out. But they've got only a couple of full lengths, I think. They've got an EP as well, bunch of like demo stuff. They haven't put anything out for a long time, but apparently they're still together, like doing shows and shit, which is really cool if that's the case. But throw this on. It's on like YouTube, Spotify, you know, all that kind of stuff. But this isn't that hard to get hold of. It's usually pretty cheap as well on like Discogs and stuff, because for some reason this band just flew over people's heads, and it's ridiculous. I mean, that logo itself, I mean, that is cool, isn't it? I like a logo that's different, and that's a really cool one. And out of Greece, this is probably one of the best bands I think going from there, you know. And you know, I'm a big Rotten Christ fan and stuff like that, which, you know, early stuff. But yeah, this definitely worth your time. It's heavy. There's blast beats o'clock, all gutter rules, no lyrics that I can find anywhere. So I like that. You know, they're not pretending. They're like, look, mate, we're using the voice as an instrument, and that's one of the best ways to go, I think. So Terrordrome, Vehement Convulsion, check it out, make it happen. That's all it. That's it from me today. But just a quick note for those of you stuck around, because I thought I'd save it to the end of the video, because the only people who do are the ones who are genuine fans of the channel, and I fucking appreciate all of you. What other kind of content do you want to see on here? Because it's dawned on me, like, I've only got a finite amount of albums. I mean, I've got enough to keep me going for a few years, you know. I mean, I've got like 1,000 units, quite a modest uh, music collection, really. You know, I'm not a completionist or anything like that. I buy the albums I like, and you know, I have favourite bands, but I'm more of a favourite albums kind of guy. You know, as I'm sure a lot of you are. Now, I've been thinking I might try and get some band interviews going, but with some more lesser known bands, you know, more underground stuff, maybe some stuff that's more sort of current, maybe some older stuff, maybe to get some of the big hitters on here, because, you know, you got to, wouldn't you, every now and then. But, you know, the ones who can be bothered. But also I'd like to get on some illustrators, because there's some really great illustrators out there that have been slept on. Lucas from Rusted Winds, as it's known. Go on Instagram, type in Rusted Winds, you'll find Lucas. He just did the new Haggis LP, and it's his best work to date. It is fantastic. He did work for things like Stenched, a bunch of zines. Oh man, there's shitloads of different bands he's done work for. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but definitely worth checking out. So Lucas from Rusted Winds, go see that. And also people like Nev from Gruesome Graphics and shit like that. I mean, whether they'll come on or not, it's a whole other thing. There's no pressure for them to. But I'd like to get those kinds of people on here, particularly more lesser known artists and stuff, and like maybe label owners, zine editors, stuff like that, you know, just not the usual sort of names, just stuff that needs a bit more attention. Or maybe even just some other fans like myself coming on here. Maybe get them on and they can show off one of their favourite albums and shit, and we can just talk shit. Yeah. So, have a good one. Support the underground. Laters.